Hey everybody, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me today. So we're going to go ahead and continue the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign on that end. Now we are fighting against Batroc the Leaper. What was I going to say? All right, so I just put the campaign log up here so we can see how we have to do the setup on this game. A big factor in this is because I left the Abe Abductor alive, alert level, on low, gets a threat automatically on it. And the way we left the board member stays the same. So one of the big things we got to do is clear at least one of these off. Because if we can at least clear one of them off, we can finally open up the envelope and hopefully get something on our end and get a clue. Because if we can get at least one of these cleared, we can go into the envelope and start narrowing down who the traitor is, which is going to become a thing for game 5. All right, we've done the setup on 1A. We're now going to flip to 1B. The embassy starts with 6 threat on it. For response, when the last threat is removed from this scheme, we advance to stage 2A. All right, let's draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So I have Leo Fitz, Surveillance Team, Energy, Covert Surveillance, Under Surveillance, and Power of Justice. All right. I don't need under surveillance right now. And to be honest, I will keep, I'll get rid of covert surveillance. I'll keep Fitz because I think I can do something with him. 1 and 2. Okay, got the other covert surveillance and intelligence analysis. Let's go. All right, first thing we're going to do, we will infiltrate and change to stealth form. I'm going to use the Power of Justice to play down Surveillance Team. Exhaust Surveillance Team and remove 3 counters from it to remove a threat from a different scheme. And I will use Covert Surveillance to play down Leo Fitz. Reduce the cost to play him by 2 if he has the S.H.I.E.L.D. trait. If you have the S.H.I.E.L.D. trait, and I do. Exhaust him to search my deck for a tech card and add it to my hand. So maybe Fury's Watch. Or should I do the watch or the car? We'll do the car. All right, so that goes in hand. Use 0 to pay for intelligence analysis. Discard treachery. And we'll do 2 to pay for Fury's flying car. So now Nick will flip to hero form. He's going to exhaust to remove 2 threat from the embassy and get a threat on his suit. He's going to exhaust the car and lose a threat to Ready Nick. Nick will exhaust again to remove 2 more threat and put a suit back on. I'll leave the surveillance team for right now. We'll save him for later and we'll ready everybody. Straighten back up and draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. New toys are Melinda May, Helicarrier, Covert Surveillance, Practice Plan, and a Strength. All right, we put 1 threat on the embassy. Batroc schemes will attack Nick Fury, but because he's in stealth suit form, he schemes instead. He schemes for 1 + 2, total of 5. They interrupt on the suit. I take 1 of that threat. And my bad card is Rapido. Attacks gain range and indirect damage. When revealed, deal a damage to each character you control. Okay. All right, I will put a practice plan into play. Oh, 2, 3 to play the helicarrier. All right, Nick's going to exhaust to remove 2 threat from the embassy. We'll put 1 on his suit. He's going to exhaust the flying car to ready. And Nick will attack. Change to assault form. All right, so like I said, Nick Fury's attacking. He had to flip to assault form, so he attacks for 2, 3, 4 to drop Rapido. And it does put a threat on alert level, so I'll have to deal with that. I will use the helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1. And I will play Covert Surveillance. Let's see, remove 2 threat from the scheme. If I'm in stealth suit form, I can put it on my suit. Otherwise, change stealth suit form. Okay. All right. And because all threats removed, we now deal with this. So we go to 2A, locate missing person. Nothing on 2A. So we go to 2B. Force interrupt. When the last threat is removed from this scheme, we rescue 1 of the captives. And then we can either advance to stage 1A, I'm sorry, stage 3A, or we can just go ahead and keep trying to rescue. All right. Now I'll put threat on there. Now I'll use the surveillance team and exhaust and lose a counter to remove a threat from here. Now everybody will straighten. We will draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our new cards are Monica Chang, Surveillance Team, Practice Plan, Homeland Intervention, and Eye Patch Camera. All right, so we put 1 threat on here. Batroc attacks. The stealth suit interrupt kicks in, so now it's a scheme for 1 + 2, 3, total of 6. The suit takes 1 to now 5. And my bad card is advance the villain schemes. I'll let him scheme again. All right, so 1 + 2, 3. So it's 8. Because that is a traditional scheme, the stealth suit does not take effect. All right, and we'll exhaust helicarrier, reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1, 2, 3. So 3 total resources to play Monica Chang. After Monica Chang enters play, search my deck, hand, or discard pile, 4 copy Surveillance Team, and put it into play. Then place a Snoop counter on each Surveillance Team I control. So this now goes to 3. And then 1 bonus just because. Or for Monica's ability, not just because. Oh, I did not use that yet, so that's fine. All right, I am going to use Homeland Intervention. Exhaust up to 3 shield cards I control. 1, 2, 3. Remove 2 threat from a scheme for each card exhausted. So move total of 6, so that's down to 2. Nick will exhaust to remove the last 2. Place a threat on the suit. Now force to interrupt. When the last threat is removed from this scheme, put 1 set aside rescued captive ally into play, exhausted and under your control. Then the players may advance stage 3A. If they don't, place 3 threat per player here. So I'll put 3 threat back here. I will exhaust the flying car, lose a threat to Ready Nick. Monica will now exhaust to remove 1 threat. And Nick will exhaust to remove the other 2. So same force interrupt happens again. Three, and another rescued captive. All right, Nick's gonna go ahead and go to alter ego form. And everybody will ready up. And we'll drop to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, new toys are Specialized Training, Maria Hill, EM Shield, Waylay, Sky Destroyer, and Practice Plan. All right, put a thread on the main scheme. Batroc normal schemes for 1 plus 2, total of 6. Bad card is Aim Interference, Insight 1, and when revealed, place a secret counter on each board member card. I may spend a fist to prevent that. Forget that noise. I will discard Intelligence Analysis and remove a threat from my shield suit form upgrade to cancel the effects at Treachery and discard it. And Practice Plan will discard that to bring Intelligence Analysis back to my hand. Yep, okay. And I will use Practice Plan for 0. Intelligence Analysis, another 0 cost card. To do that combo again if necessary. I will exhaust Fits to search my deck for a tech card and add it to my hand. This time I'm getting the watch. All right, Nick Fury is going to go back to hero mode. I will use the ability on one of my rescue captives. Action, exhaust rescue captive. Remove a threat from the main scheme. Now I will use action on the other rescue captive to do it again. I'll use the helicarrier, exhaust the cost of the next card I play by 1. To play down specialized training, 0. Excuse me. All right, Nick will exhaust to remove that threat down by 2. He takes one of those icons. Monica will exhaust to remove another threat from specialized training. And surveillance team will exhaust to remove a threat. And the other surveillance team will do the exact same thing to bring that down to 0. So specialized training is in play. When defeated, each player who does not control specialization gets a specialization put into play under their control. Oh, and Monica should have been her second consequence, so Monica's done. I thank you for your service. All right, now we're going to exhaust the flying car, remove a threat to Ready Nick. Nick will exhaust again to remove 3 threat from that scheme. Because surveillance specialist gives him +1 thwart. And also response after I perform a basic thwart, exhaust this card and draw a card. And new card is Homeland Intervention. I will use Homeland Intervention to pay for Fury's Watch. I'll pay 1, 2, 3 to put Maria Hill into play. Maria will exhaust to remove the last 2 threat from here. Maria's interrupt. When she thwarts, place a remove threat on my suit. I will rescue another, the forced interrupt from 2B. I will rescue another captive. Reset this to 3. And there's nothing else to me to do this turn, so everybody did wonderfully. And we'll draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New cards are Safe House 221, Secret Agent, Concentrated Fire, Gemma Simmons, and Genius. All right, so we'll put a threat here. Batroc does his attack, forced interrupt from stealth suit, so schemes for 1, 2. So it goes 6 threat. Nick steals 1, so it's actually 5. Now I'm going to deal with aim interference. When in sight 1, so it goes to 6, okay? Then place a secret counter on each board member card. I may spend a lightning resource to prevent one of those counters from being placed. I only have 1 lightning resource, so I will spend concentrated fire to prevent it from going on surveillance. So it means 1 for the medical officer and 1 for tactical. And that was a boost ability, so I got to deal with that. And actually, boost does not do insight, so that threat should only be 5, not 6. All right, but my bad card is Aim Soldier Patrol. When reveal, find the Aim Scientist and put it into play. Engage with me. And the Aim Scientist is now in play. While the attached players engage with another minion, the player cannot be attacked, okay? All right, so that freak's got patrol, so I got to deal with him. All right, so Nick is going to exhaust to attack, move to stealth, move to assault form, do a forced interrupt. So he attacks for 2, 3 to kill the Aim Soldier, which sadly puts another alert onto this. All right, I am going to exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1 and put down Safe House 221. I will then use Genius for 2 to play Secret Agent, reduce the cost by 1. I'm then going to use the hero action on alert level, spend a resource of any type. Discard, remove 1 threat from here, okay. All right, Maria will thwart for 2, so this goes to 3. And I take that 2 threat, put it on Nick's suit. All right, I will have 1 rescue captive remove a threat. And I will have another rescue captive remove the other threat. This is the 1. That's correct. All right, so Nick is definitely going alter ego next turn, but no, he's going alter ego now. Actually, no. He will not go to alter ego now. What I'll do instead is I will use Fury's Flying Car and exhaust that to ready Nick. I will then use Fury's Watch and remove a threat from my suit form upgrade to remove that threat down, alert level down by 1. And Nick will attack the Aim Scientist for 2 to get rid of him. And the threat goes on alert level because after any character is defeated, except by consequential, place another threat on there. Then we will go to alter ego. I will then use infiltrate to change form. All right, then now everybody will straighten, yeah. And Maria should have a second consequential on her. But I will exhaust Safe House 21 before I stand up to heal 2 damage from Nick Fury. Right, now everybody stands up and we draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? And cards are Power of Justice, Quake, Agent Phil, Spray Fire, Waylay, and Spray Fire, okay? All right, so we go to Villain Phase. Threat goes up by 1. Batroc, regular scheme, no interrupt, so 1 plus nothing, so total of 3. And bad card is Aim Interference, Insight 1. When revealed, place a secret counter on each board member. I can spend X mental resource to prevent that from happening. Yeah, forget that noise. So I'm going to discard Intelligence Analysis to cancel that. And Secret Agent's response after I resolve the ability of a preparation card I control. Remove 1 threat from a scheme to my suit form. I will then discard Practice Plan. After you discard a preparation card I control, discard Practice Plan, return that card to my hand from my discard pile. Intelligence Analysis is coming back. And because Practice Plan is also a preparation, Secret Agent triggers again. Okay, let's see what we can do now before I go to hero form. All right, I will just go ahead and go to hero form now. Actually, before I go to hero form, I'm going to use Fitz's ability to search my deck for a tech card and add it to my hand, which I have none, so okay. All right, I have 1 ally in play, which is Maria. And I'll exhaust the safe house to put another threat on my suit form. All right, then I will go to hero form. All right, I will have a surveillance team exhaust to remove a threat from locate missing person. I will have my other surveillance team exhaust to do it again, to rescue the last rescued captive. And put 3 threat on the scheme. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. No, I need to focus on these. So instead of doing the wild bonkers play and just shoot him down, I need to remove some of these. Okay. So let's see. Lightning. I will use a hero action on Chief Medical Officer. Spend 2 lightning resources. Lightning bolt and a wild. Heal a damage from a friendly character. I'll heal you from Maria. Oh, I should have removed the counter from that, so. I will then do 2 fists hero action on Tactical Officer. Spend 2 fists. Remove a counter. Deal 2 damage to Batroc. I'm going to put Intelligence Analysis back into play because that's too good to not have. Nick will not attack anybody this turn. Instead, I will discard Spray Fire to use the alert level action to remove a threat, and I will use Coulson to pay for the alert level action to remove the other threat. And then I will use the other 3 captives. Hero action, exhaust rescue captive, remove 1 threat from the main scheme. So that goes to 0. Now we advance stage 3A. 3A. If the alert level is on its high side, it is not. Deal each player 1 face down encounter card. Otherwise, remove all threat from the alert level and flip it to its high side. And now we go to 3B. Oh, geez. All right, so threat starts at 12. It completes at 18. Force to interrupt. When an enemy attacks, it attacks a rescue captive instead. Alrighty, so. Alright, so that said, Fury's going to exhaust to thwart 3 from extract captives. So it goes to 9. Exhaust after doing that to draw a card. And I will exhaust the car, lose a threat to Ready Nick. Should I use concentrated fire to put some pressure on him, or should I just thwart it down? I'll thwart it down. Yeah, it's better. What I will also do before that, I will exhaust Fury's Watch and remove 2 threat to generate 2 mental resources, and use that on Chief Surveillance Officer, remove a secret counter, excuse me, and remove 2 threat from a scheme. And I will exhaust Nick Fury to thwart again for 3, so thwart for 4. All right. Now I have nothing else I can do this turn, so everybody's going to straighten. Dropping it to 5, 1. Bad card for decking out. Two, 3, 4, and 5. All right, bad cards are Super Spies, Power of Justice, Spray Fire, Waylay, and Quake. All right, so we put 1 threat on here for 5. Batroc schemes for 1, 2 now, so 7 plus whatever threat he gets on here. So 7, 8, 2 more, so 9. All right. And my bad cards. First bad card, security cameras. For each character I control, choose either place 1 threat on alert level. Choose to either exhaust that character or place a threat on alert level. 2 if alert level is set on high side. Okay. All right, so before I do anything, didn't get the threat from the force to interrupt from stealth, so this should actually be 8. for each character I control. So 1, 2, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. All right, exhaust all of them. Because if I put that threat on alert level, we will lose. Second action, security cameras. Hero. For each character I control, choose to exhaust that character or... Oh, that's a treachery. No, I'm not going to do that at all. I will instead use intelligence analysis, discard that, and lose a threat to get rid of this. Yeah, no, we are not doing that because I think in that particular case, because every character's already exhausted, I would have to put the threat on alert level, which we would lose. So yeah, I am going to use intelligence analysis to say the hell with that. All right, I'm going to use these two icons for 2 fists and spend 2 fist resource for Chief Tactical Officer. Remove a counter and deal 2 damage to an enemy. I will deal 2 to Batroc. I will do that again with Power of Justice. So this time I'll do lightning resources. So spend 2 lightning resources, remove a secret counter, then heal a damage from a friendly character. I am then going to play Super Spies, the Nick Fury Maria Hill team up. Place a total of 3 all-purpose counters and or threat tokens on shield supports and or suit form upgrades. We're going to put them all on. Actually, no, we're going to put them on. And we're going to put them on sorry, 1 on stealth, 1 on surveillance team, and 1 on the other surveillance team. Yeah, okay, that's a little better. All right. Then I'm going to, actually, no, I'm going to put them all on Nick's suit. They all go on Nick's suit. Because I'm now going to exhaust Fury's Watch, move up the 2 threat from a suit form upgrade, and use that. Chief Surveillance Officer, spend 2 mental resources, remove a token, and remove 2 threats. This goes to 6. All right. Now I'm going to exhaust the flying car and lose a threat to Ready Nick. Nick will now thwart for 3. He is not going to use Surveillance Specialist ability this turn. Just remove 3, and the surveillance team will remove 1 threat. And the other surveillance team will remove 1 more threat. Everybody will straighten. Nick is still in stealth form, so this is going much better than last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, my cards are Energy, Strength, Melinda May, Covert Surveillance, and Practice Plan. All right, put 1 threat on the main scheme. Batroc now schemes for 1, 2. So that's a total of 5. Plus the boost card of 6. 6 threat on here, okay? And my bad card is Gang Up. Oh, sorry, so that should be only 5 threat because I forgot to use the interrupt on the suits. So Gang Up, the villain in each minion engaged with me attacks me again. Okay. So scheme 1, 2, so 7 plus whatever he schemes for. Actually, no. Oh yeah, that's correct. All right, no, the 400% correct. Okay, so when enemy attacks, it attacks or scam. He does not attack, he always schemes. Okay, so this is fine. So he's for 1 plus 2 and attach that to Batroc, okay? So this goes to 8. You get 1. All right. So we just have to burn this down. All right, so Maria will thwart for 2 to bring this to 6. It takes a threat. Maria takes a damage. Use energy to use the Chief Medical Officer's ability. You spend 2 lightning resources, remove a counter, and heal a damage from a friendly character. I will heal you. All right, surveillance team will exhaust for 1 to remove a threat from here. Other surveillance team will exhaust for another 1 to remove another threat. I could just use the rescued captives to help get themselves out, because exhaust each rescued captive, remove a threat, that's game. But I just think that is so poopy. So what we gonna do instead is I'm gonna exhaust Helicarrier, reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1 to play Covert Surveillance, remove 2 threat from my scheme, and add it to my suit because I'm already in stealth form. Then Nick is just gonna straight up attack Batroc. Sorry, getting this ready to make it straight. All right, so we take all these off. All right, just to be clear, 2, 4, 6, 8. Just to make it easy, I will. So now Nick flips to assault form. So he selects for 2, remove 3, 3, 4, 5. Forced interrupt when Batroc would take any amount of damage, prevent 2 of that damage and remove a leap counter. So it removes 1. So Batroc takes 3 damage. And where's the flying car at? I'm going to exhaust the flying car and remove a threat from Nick Fury to ready Nick. And Nick's just going to kick him in the mouth again. Exhaust. Lose 3. For a total of 5 damage. Exhaust 1 to make it 4, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Batroc only has 8 health. And whenever Batroc would be defeated, reset his hit points to 8. Remove 6 threat from the main scheme. That is game. KO. All right, wonderful. We did it. We did it. We're awesome. Y'all can't mess with Nick. Okay, that was corny. But we did win the game. So one moment, we're gonna go ahead and do the after action report. All right, so still doing Nick Fury justice, check. Remaining secret counters by scenario. There are 0 on all 3 of them. Rescued captives, I rescued all 4. And the most important part now, we draw from the envelope that is not, we draw from the S.H.I.E.L.D. envelope, excuse me. All right, so drum roll, please. I am going to draw this one. All right, the one I drew was Authority. We'll mark that down on the campaign log and get ready to set up for the next scenario on this end. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do greatly appreciate it. I will catch you on the flip side. Take care.